InVideo, how it works. This is the home screen. Click on the InVideo icon anytime to get back to it. At the top of the screen, you can choose a subscription, and here are the important points. You can sign up for free and test out the app for as long as you want. Then you can export up to 60 videos a month, but you would have to pay to use some of the templates, and your videos will export with the InVideo logo as a watermark. Getting the business subscription plan was a no-brainer for me because it gives you access to all the templates, entitles you to 300 premium videos or images a month, 60 exports, and most importantly, gives you reseller rights, meaning you can make videos for other people and sell them. As soon as you've signed up or become a member, you'll see different options in your header. Now you have a window where all your favorites are stored whenever you click on a heart icon, another window where all the projects you have worked on are stored, and a drop-down menu from which you can set brand presets and manage your account settings. The brand name that you enter here is for your own information and won't show up anywhere on your videos. If you have an enterprise subscription, you can set your brand font style and weight here, and they will reflect in your videos. But if you signed up for free or if you have a business account, the text style will be determined by the template you choose or the specific text box animation you choose. Either way, you can change everything about your text in the editing screen. Upload a square logo here to have it auto-applied to your projects. Note that although this looks like a round logo, it's actually a square.png file with a transparent background. Click on these color dots and apply your brand colors. You'll be given the option to apply your brand colors from within the editing window of each project, but be wary because the order of these dots and the elements they apply to can change according to the template you're using. I'll explain this as we come across it in the examples. Here's where you can add your social media handles so that they will autofill whenever you apply social media stickers to your project. And you can link to your social media places here. An end clip is a scene that you can attach to each of your projects, like an outro showing your logo and your social media handles, or a YouTube end screen directing viewers to your next video. If you haven't created one and added it here, you can choose this default option, and InVideo will add your logo front and center and show your social media handles. And then don't forget to save. For this demo, I'm going to carry on as if you have subscribed. The first choice you need to make when starting a project is whether you want to create a video based on a script or an article you've written using the Storyboard window, or create a video from a template or start from scratch using the Advanced Editor window. If you decide to create a video from a script in a Storyboard window, first you have to choose the aspect ratio of your video. I'll choose 16:9 for YouTube. Hover over the 16:9 template to see a preview and choose one that most resembles the look and feel of the video you want to end up with, paying particular attention to text boxes, colors, and transitions. Don't worry about the images or videos because you can easily swap them out once you get to the Storyboard window. Click on a clip to get a closer look and to hear the audio track. If you plan to create a video in multiple formats, this template also comes in the vertical orientation and as a square. But if a template is not available in the format you need, you can put in a request for it. Click on Use this template. Now you have 3 different options. You can create a video based on a script you have written, have InVideo scrape the URL of an article and create a script from that, or import all your own media. Option 1, you write out a script. So add a heading, and then for each scene in your video, write a short sentence, preferably less than 70 characters, stacked one below the other. InVideo will create a scene for each sentence. If you check this auto-suggest button, InVideo will also fill your scenes with images or clips based on the keywords in your script. Click on Next. In option 2, you paste in the URL of a blog or an article you've written. Click on Fetch, and InVideo will fetch the text from the article. Your heading is already based on the article heading. And then you select the salient points from the article to use as your scene text, and edit them to be short enough to fit inside your scenes. Option 3 allows you to import your own media. But note that you can just as easily import your own media from within the Storyboard window if you started in option 1 or 2. For this demo, I've chosen option 1. Whatever option you choose, click on Next, which opens your script in the Storyboard window with your scenes stacked one below the other. A scene for each sentence of your script, and an end screen containing any information you entered in the Brand Presets menu. The video aspect ratio and any preloaded media like images, video and music will depend on what choices you made when setting up your project. In this case, the music, video clips, text boxes and actions that came with the template I chose. From the media sidebar, you can see a full view of your script. You can't edit it from here, but you can click on a sentence to jump straight to its scene on the storyboard. Click inside the text field to edit the text. In this case, InVideo is prompting me to shorten my sentence, so I can place my cursor where I want to split the sentence and hit return to create a second text action within the scene. Use the Media tab in the sidebar to search for and swap out any of the media in your scene. Click inside a video thumbnail to get a pop-up window showing the video action and the metadata for the video. This crown icon means it's a premium video and it comes from Shutterstock. If there's no crown icon, the video is completely free to use. If you have a subscription, when you export it, it will count towards your 300 videos per month. And if you signed up for free, you'll be given the opportunity to acquire the video when you export. Drag your chosen media into the media box beside the scene to insert it into the scene. You can move the playhead over this timeline to choose the section you like best, and then trim the clip to that section only. Keep an eye on the duration of the trimmed section here. If your clip is too short for your scene, it will loop back to the beginning and play again. And if it's too long, you can come back and trim off some more. You can adjust the playback speed of the video before you add it to your scene. Click on Preview All to see what we've got so far. The name of the audio track that comes with your template will display here. Open the Music tab in the Media sidebar to change it. The currently selected track will display at the top. Lower the volume before playing the track because some of them are terribly loud. You could test all the tracks in this category, or open the category drop-down menu to find a huge variety of tracks that have been pre-licensed for you to use. Or upload your own music in MP3 format. Anytime you upload your own music or any other media, you are responsible for adhering to the copyright terms of the media. In this case, attribution was required. Once your track has finished uploading and then optimizing for the web, it will be added to your own collection of audio tracks. Test it and then select it to add it to your project. From the Uploads tab, you can upload your own video, images and audio, but it's best not to add your music tracks via the Uploads tab because they will come in as a voiceover, which you can only add to your project via the Advanced Editor. Click here to access the Advanced Editor and I'll show you the difference. In the Music tab of the Advanced Editor, you'll see the selected background music track, and here's what it sounds like. And then here's the track I uploaded via the Uploads tab, and it sounds like this. If I click on the Add button, it will be added to the timeline as a voiceover and open the automated voiceover menu in the editing sidebar, showing the clip at 100% volume. If I hit the Play All Scenes button, you'll hear the voiceover clip. And if I send the volume of the voiceover clip right down and the background music clip up, you'll hear the music clip I added via the Music tab in the Storyboard window. Let's go back to the Storyboard window, and just remember it's better to upload music in the Music tab and images and videos in the Uploads tab. Now that you know how to add elements to a scene, you can also duplicate an entire scene here, or delete a scene here, add a scene between these two scenes, and you can change what the text says here. But to edit the font, actions and transitions of your scenes, you need to click in the Edit button, which will take you to a pop-up version of the Advanced Editor showing the advanced timeline. Just a quick note about the timeline. When you're in the Advanced Editor, you can switch between a basic timeline, which shows all your scenes stacked horizontally, and you can select different scenes to work with, or an advanced timeline where you only have one scene active with its layers stacked vertically, and you can work on each layer independently. This pop-up shows the advanced timeline because you're working on one scene. Here you can select elements and edit everything about them, which I'm going to cover shortly, but for now you just need to know that when you're finished with this editor, either save or hit the X to go back to the Storyboard window. For the next demo, I'm going to choose a pre-made template, and I want to show you how you can adapt a template to suit a different purpose. Let's imagine I want to create a YouTube video for a smoothie recipe channel. I'm looking for a template with a clean, crisp style. I need images or video containers with space beside them for list-style text, a bit like a recipe book. So I'll choose YouTube. Now I have spent an afternoon browsing through all the available templates and found some absolute gems. But if you're in a hurry, you can go straight to the Category drop-down menu and click on View All to see a condensed version of the categories list. Or, back on the home page, you can search via the search bar. And I'm going to try real estate templates because they are likely to have image boxes next to lists of features. I want to see all the 16:9 templates. And here's one I like. I like the layout, I like the font and the text action. It's got a list and I can swap out all the media. So I'll click on it to have a closer look. The music is not suitable for a smoothie video, but I can change it in the editor. So I'll click on Use this template. If you choose a ready-made template or a blank template, you'll be taken directly to the Advanced Editor window with the basic timeline active. All your scenes will be arranged horizontally on the timeline, and moving the playhead above a particular scene in the timeline will show you what media the scene contains in the editing canvas above. You select scenes in the timeline and edit elements inside the scene by selecting them and either changing out entire elements like video, images, or music via the left-hand sidebar, or editing existing elements like text fonts, size, and actions, or video duration if you have video in the right-hand sidebar. This sidebar shows different menus depending what you have selected on your canvas. There's this text submenu, a video submenu, and an images submenu. When you have the element selected, it will also show in the timeline, where you can adjust its position or duration. This hatched area represents the transition between this scene and the next. Remember, you can switch to the advanced timeline, in which case you'll only see the scene you're working on and your elements will be stacked one below the other. This is a good place to make fine adjustments to a whole scene's duration, or have your text action come in a little sooner or later. Open the Scene drop-down menu to skip to a different scene. But let's revert to the basic timeline and edit this real estate template to suit a smoothie recipe channel. We need to change the house image for a video containing fruit and a smoothie. So the first thing I should note is that the scene is just over 5 seconds long. This is important because it's the optimum time for the text action to take place. Then I'll open the Media tab, then the Video menu, and search for smoothie. Test a couple of the clips by clicking on them. Note whether they are long enough for the scene, and when you find one you like, drag the clip over the image box. I want it to replace the current image. Now this video is 14 seconds long and I only need 5 seconds. The best part of the clip is where the smoothie is being poured into the glass, so I'll move the playhead to the spot where the pouring starts and pull the video start handle to that point. Then pull the video end handle in to where the duration of the clip will be around 5 seconds. Although this looks like 5 seconds, it's actually more like 8.5 because some numbers have been skipped, but I'll run with that and trim off a bit more later if I need to. Make sure Play Trimmed Section Only is checked and adjust the playback speed if you want to. Then click on Done. Anytime you want to make changes to your video, select it and open the Video Edit menu. Crop Frame will bring up a crop box where you can reposition the section of the video that will display and then click on Done. Trim Video will take you back to the Trim Video Duration window. The next thing I need to do is change the text highlight color to something that blends better with fruit. But I want this new highlight color to apply throughout the project. So I'll select it, open the Change Project Colors drop-down menu, and you have to switch to Custom to change these colors. So I'll click on Custom, and then you can see from the color that this template designer has chosen the second box as the highlight color. Select the box, and now you could choose colors by moving the color pickers around, but I'm going to paste in the hex code of a color I already like. Close the color menu and open the text menu to change the text. I'm going to call this Breakfast Smoothie, and then stretch the text box till my title is all on one line, and adjust the depth of the box. Now my other snippets of text are out of alignment, so I'll give them a little space. I want to fit a whole sentence here, so I'll stretch this box to about the length of the title box. Go to the text menu and paste in my text. And then do the same with the second row. You might wonder why I don't just put them both in the same field with a paragraph return, but I want them to move onto the screen separately. Let's go and preview what we have so far. The play button will show the currently selected scene, and the double play button will show all scenes. And I think we are off to a good start, except for the music, so let's go and change that. First, establish how long your whole video is, and this one is about 34 seconds. Open the Music tab, and then the Category drop-down menu. And there is a huge selection, but to speed things up, I'm going to choose Calm, and then this bike sharing clip. Make sure it's longer than 34 seconds, and play a few bars. Once you select it, it's added to the whole video, and the track becomes active at the top of the menu. For the next scene, let's try out more of the options. Open the Media tab, and this time choose Images. The search criteria of smoothies is still active, and this image looks suitably healthy. It has no crown icon, and it's supplied by Pixabay, so it's free to use. It's the wrong shape for my square container, but we can fix that. I'll drag it into the image box and replace the current image. Don't worry if the image looks blurry at first. It will resolve itself quite quickly or as soon as you click inside a different element. I want the image to predominantly show the kiwi fruit, so I'll open the Image Resize options and double-click on the left orientation to align the image left. Let's have a different text box. I'll delete the current box, open the Text tab, and choose a ready-made animated text box. Click on it to add it to the canvas and move it into position. We don't want this dull grey color, so I'll open the Change Project Colors menu. We know from the list text that the template designer has used black for the text. The text in the previous scene was also black, and when I applied this orange color, I was changing the highlight color of the box element beneath the text. This box obviously represents the text animation and is the accent color, so I'll select the color dot. Once again, I already have a greeny color hex code, so I'll paste that in. But it's a bit dark, so I'll adjust it by eye. Select the first row of text, select it in the text menu, and enter your own text. Repeat for the second line of text. Notice when I select the list, it's all in one text box, meaning the designer of this template has created a text action that makes this list move in a cool way as a list, so I won't mess with it. I'll select the list in the text menu and paste in my own list. Then separate it into a list. I like this font a lot, but it's always best to keep fonts consistent throughout a video, so let's see what font was used in scene 1. Select a font box, open the Style menu, and see what font InVideo used, which in this case is EXO Light. Back to scene 2, select the first row of text, open the Style menu, place your cursor immediately before the example text and type in EXO. Select the EXO font and immediately you'll see a drop-down menu offering different weights. I will stick with black. Repeat for the second line of text. I could change the list text in the same way, but this roboto looks fine with the EXO heading. The next option in the media menu is stickers, which are essentially little animated clips. You need to hover over them to see what they do. I'll pick an emoji and scroll all the way down to this counter, which counts up to 99 favorites. Click on it to add it to the canvas and place it. Let's go and see what we have so far. If your preview does not play perfectly or your music doesn't play, give it a moment and start again. You might experience some lagging if your internet is slow or your video is long. And that should be enough to get you started. If you want to take it further, click on the link in the description below to enroll in my comprehensive course where you will learn how to start a scene from scratch and add some of these other media options like effects, shapes, and enhancers to it, create outros and YouTube end screens, add voiceovers in the recommended way and a few other voiceover tricks, add interesting transitions between your scenes, duplicate your project or remold it to fit the various different video aspect ratios for different platforms, and pick the right colors for your projects right inside InVideo.